Uh, Today, the Dick Van Dyke 98 Years of Magic special aired on CBS. And I realized two things when I watched it. The first thing is that Glee follows me around like a plague. No matter what I do, it's always in the background haunting me somehow. Like, they showed like Amber Riley and the guy that played Tina's boyfriend, I think his name is Harry in real life, and Darren Criss, and there was someone else too, I think. And my mom was sitting there wrapping presents, and I was like, he was in Glee too. I felt so stupid, and people, specifically like millennials, like to make fun of Glee if they didn't watch it. I feel like there's this whole culture of people who watched Glee and can appreciate it versus people who have never seen it and just on concept think it's the lamest thing in the universe. And I have to defend it. I have to try so hard to defend it. I'm like, no, for the first 3 seasons it was actually a terrific show. You just have to watch it. If you skip over the corny parts, it's one of the funniest shows I've ever watched. But most people aren't in the market to be convinced. So yeah, Glee just follows me around. And the opinions I had and just the discussions I had with my friends about Glee when we all watched it, it's never gonna leave me. Like how my phase when I was a huge fan of Ryan Ross is never gonna leave me. Like as soon as a Panic at the Disco song comes on the radio, I go into like full history mode. I'm trying to explain. Pre-split panic and post-split panic were 2 very different things. I need you to understand this. Are you paying attention? So yeah, Glee haunts me. And the second thing I realized is I don't think there's a better possible feeling in the world than whatever Dick Van Dyke must have been feeling in that exact moment. Just to be 98 goddamn years old and to still be sane in your mind, like not to have dementia or be like in a vegetative state by then, and still be able to communicate and get around and understand. I'm making him sound like he's a vegetable. He's not, but just to be 98 years old and being sane of mind and having hundreds of people put on a production that's 2 hours long, performing songs that you wrote and famous characters that you played and you wrote and famous performances of yours, famous scenes from movies and TV shows that you were in. And to have hundreds of people just stand there and tell you over and over again the incredible impact you had on their life. And I'm not talking about just random people. I'm talking about some of the most prominent names and people in writing and filming and directing and acting and singing and performing. So old people too, like people in their 50s and 60s telling you how much your performances and your lifetime achievements as a performer and a writer and a creative have changed and impacted the way that they perform and create, and have touched them so deeply. And just sitting there and being forced to bask in it for 2 straight hours. Like, I don't think you can live a better life than that. And to have your wife next to you and your grandkids or whoever those people were, and performance after performance of your famous songs, and like video calls in from, I'm sorry, I forget her name, the female lead in Mary Poppins. It's just fucking insane, and I am so fucking jealous. I wish I could create meaningful things like that. I so deeply want to. I mean, I have ideas for movies and TV shows, but they're nothing life-changing. And I work on the scripts and I work on the ideas, but I'm not very good at it, because I'm not good at expressing myself on the paper or otherwise. I don't have I've never taken a class on screenwriting or script writing or anything like that. I keep trying to teach myself, but shit's hard. And I wish I was confident, but I'm not very confident that I'll ever even get to produce the things that I have ideas for one day. But I want so deeply and so badly to be able to make art and write things and produce things that touch people in that way and are able to impact people's lives in that way. And I am so jealous of him. He was in Mary Poppins. That's like one of the most important movies ever. Honestly, I didn't know a whole lot about Dick Van Dyke. I'd only seen a couple things that he was in. I didn't know he was the guy in Mary Poppins, but by the time the special ended, I was crying. That's how beautiful it was. And to have like 7 decades worth of everything that you've put your heart and your life into be appreciated on a stage like that to such a wide audience, that's fucking insane. I just want to be able to touch people in 1% of the way he's been able to. And it makes me sad, because I don't know if I'll ever get to do that. It's December 21st, 2023. Merry Christmas. That's my mom. She says Merry Christmas too. I just wish that I was luckier. I feel like I have a lot of things going on in my life that prevent me to be creative to the fullest extent that I wish that I could be. And I want to be the person that is successful and that creates something amazing despite all the odds against her. But how can I be that person if I don't even believe in myself? I don't know. That just makes me sad. and I wanted to talk about it. I don't know, it's sad because no matter what I do, I feel like I'm wasting my time. I feel like I'm wasting my life. No matter how productive I am or how many things I get done, I just feel stupid. And like, I'm wasting my time and I'm wasting my life. And I have a hard time getting organized and figuring out what I need to be doing to progress my life. So for the past like 2 or 3 days, I've just been writing Japanese. Cause my uncle lives in Japan, and well, we might get to visit him one day. And my mother and my uncles have already made it very clear to me that they plan to rely on me for all communication. So I've been memorizing vocabulary and writing down phrases and kanji and kana and hiragana, and practicing saying them and pronunciation and stuff. I bought these 2 books at the Dollar Tree. I wanted this one, but my mom wanted this one too, so I'll let her have this one. And I'll have the one that says, "Be kind to your mind." And I've already written down like a key that has all the katakana characters and all the hiragana characters. I already have most of them memorized, but for my mom as well. And then within the book, I'm gonna write down all the phrases and vocabulary that I think we might possibly need if we ever get to go. Starring hits such as ごちそうさまでした. What else? What else? What else? What else? You wanna hear some fruits? Sakuranbo. Wait, that's not right, because N Japanese has beats instead of syllables, and there's an N there, and I didn't. Sakuranbo. Cherry, it means cherry. Did you know that that means cherry in Japanese? Ichigo, kaki, yohashi, or yonashi. Lemon, lime, orange, blueberry. Blueberry. Sakuranbo, melon. Broccoli. That means broccoli. Broccoli means broccoli. What else can I say? これはいくらですか? これはいくらですか? What else? 見てるだけです. There's no way I said that right. The ones that are backwards, like chi and sa, I think it is, or cha and sa, they're backwards and I mix things like that up. Or if it's like ta versus da, or ha versus ba, I mix those up. What else? Oh, I know all the colors. Shiro, kuro, gray, chairo, aka, ao, kiro, midori, murasaki, and pink. So yeah, I've been working on a lot of Japanese lately. And I know learning is never a waste of time, but everything I do feels like a waste of time. I've always wanted to speak a lot of languages. Japanese is not one of those languages. And don't get me wrong, I think the Japanese language is cool as hell. I think it's a beautiful, sick language, but it's not cool enough to dedicate my entire life to learning it, and I know that's what it is. It's kind of a lifelong commitment. I have always wanted to learn Spanish, but I'm like hilariously bad at Spanish. I took Spanish 1 4 times, and I took Spanish 2. Took Spanish 1 4 times, and I only got to take Spanish 2 twice. And a language that I'm actually really interested in is Korean. Like, I always have fun learning Korean for some reason, but I can't think of a situation where I would ever need to speak Korean, 'cause there's not, I don't know, I just feel like I don't have big plans to visit Korea, and I don't know any Korean people at this point in my life, so learning it feels like kind of a waste, because I don't think I would ever get to use it. I don't know why I feel that way. Never learning French. I think some people just aren't meant to learn some languages. Like, remember in school, when in Spanish class, some people would be, hola, ¿cómo estás? But some kids would be like, hola, ¿cómo te llamas? I think some people just can't compute some languages, and that's how I am with French. I cannot for the life of me get French pronunciation correct. And I've always wanted to learn Chinese. I just think it's a very interesting language. But remember when John Cena started posting videos of him speaking Chinese, or Mandarin, I think, and I was so impressed for somebody to get to that point in a language. But then all the Chinese people were just clowning on him for not getting the tones correct or something like that, and I was like, okay, never mind. Because I am never going to get that good, and if he sucks, then there's no point in me trying to learn it. So, I don't know. I don't know if I have so many videos saved up. I have like 10 videos ready to post, and I just haven't. So I think maybe I should start posting them. Maybe I'll go ahead and post this. It's December 21st. No, it's not. It's December 22nd. Ignore my bakery story notifications. My bakery is very important to me. But it's December 22nd. I doubt I'm gonna make another video before Christmas, so maybe I'll just upload this on Christmas. I know nobody watches my videos, and I know nobody cares, but if one person watches this ever, thanks for listening to me. I just love having someone to talk to. So, Merry Christmas. What is that? I hope you have a very happy 71-degree Christmas. It's always hot during Christmas where I'm at. And I hope you have a family that you get to spend time with, and I hope you'll have a great time. And I hope there's no fighting and no I invite the political discussions if they're funny, but if they're not funny, I hope you don't have to deal with them. I feel like I'm missing something. I don't know. Merry Christmas. Amen. Happy Christmas 2023. What's the other one? What's the Jew Christmas? It's the Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Kwanzaa. And a blessed Yule. Amen. Bye.